technology is reducing the number of farmers needed, farm workers are still in demand, especially in California, which is the fifth largest producer of food and agricultural products in the world. Farmers employ hundreds of thousands of migrant workers, and most of them are undocumented immigrants. But a temporary measure announced last November by President Obama will now provide a chance for some of these workers to gain legal status. Some of the farmers, however, fear that this could lead to a labor shortage. CCTV's Mei Lee has more from the Coachella Valley in California.
Ramona Felix worked in the fields of California's Coachella Valley for 15 years, 3 of them as an undocumented worker. The work, she says, was backbreaking.
When I started picking lemons, it was so heavy to carry the sack around my neck. I had to dump them in a box, but my first day I remember I couldn't fill the box because the lemons were so heavy.
But because she was working illegally in the U.S., like so many of the now 400,000 farm workers in California, she suffered in silence for fear of deportation.
If I were to say something, I would have to run, and how would I support my daughters back in Mexico? I felt so powerless because I didn't have legal documents.
But the future may be brighter for migrant workers thanks to U.S. President Barack Obama's temporary executive order that blocks the deportation of 5 million undocumented immigrants. To qualify, they must have lived in the U.S. for 5 years or have children who are U.S. citizens. California farmers fear there will be an exodus of migrant workers who want more stable year-round jobs, which they say will affect the state's $47 billion agricultural industry.
There's been a low-grade fear for a long time because every season it's a struggle to get the workforce they need.
But advocates of migrant workers dispute the claims of a labor shortage.
We haven't seen much evidence that agricultural employers have competed for workers by improving wages and working conditions. Wages have really not gone up very much over the last decade for agricultural workers.
There seems to be one thing that all sides of the immigration debate agree on, and that is the need for longer-term solutions for workers in the field. It's because of their contributions that most of us here in the U.S. and around the world can literally enjoy the fruits of their labor. The undisputed plea from all sides is for the lasting, comprehensive immigration reform that specifically addresses migrant workers.
It's enough of the finger pointing and blame. It's time to roll up the sleeves and pass comprehensive immigration reform.
Farm workers should not be discriminated against in their quest for the American dream just because they do farm work.
President Obama should enact policies for the farm worker. We are important because we are the ones who help bring food to the table every day.
Mei Lee, CCTV, Mecca, California.